If you're a business owner, you don't need us to tell you running a business is tough. Don't let QuickBooks and spreadsheets slow you down anymore. Now is the time to upgrade to NetSuite by Oracle, the world's #1 cloud business system. NetSuite gives you the visibility and control over your financials, HR, inventory, e-commerce, and more. Join the over 21,000 companies using NetSuite right now. Schedule your free product tour right now at netsuite.com/C-suite. netsuite.com/C-suite.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Superhero Homies podcast. My name is Quentin, and as always, I'm here with the homie Kevin.
That's me.
Yep, that's Kevin.
How's everyone doing tonight, guys? Hopefully everyone has had a good week and everything as my computer loads what I wanted to load. How's your week been, buddy? I talked to you about your day. How's your week?
Let's see, what did I do this week? I went to work.
You went to work.
About it.
That blows.
Yep.
Indeed.
I know.
I went to work too.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Damn those places. Make us work for money.
Pay us the ransoms for our salaries.
Right.
Yeah.
My time is worth so much more than your pitiful payments.
But we take them anyways.
Yep.
Well, bitching aside, we hope that you guys have had a great week and that you're ready to preview the Black Panther movie.
Hell yeah. This is our Black Panther preview podcast. That was a lot of alliteration.
That was a lot of P.
Yes. And
good alliteration, buddy.
Thank you. Yeah. That was unintended.
I feel like I've complimented alliteration a lot on this podcast. Guys, what I don't know about myself is I inadvertently award alliteration.
Yep.
Did you notice what I did there?
Yeah, I see it.
All right, I'm ready.
Okay.
I love my puns.
Yeah, but so yeah, today is our Black Panther preview cast, and I for one I'm really excited about this. I've been excited about it since Civil War, actually. So it's been a few years.
The movie or the podcast?
We haven't podcasted Civil War yet, so.
Oh shit! Never mind. No, that wasn't what we did. What the freak is this? Ooh. Okay. No, go away. Don't mind me. There's just a site I was gonna use just in case in the background here.
Yeah, Kevin was looking at porn again during the podcast. I was like, we talked about this, Kevin. You got to at least turn the volume on if you're gonna do that.
Damn, this became a weird podcast.
Anyways, guys, we're gonna get right into some comic news.
Let's do, please.
Yeah. Indeed. So first thing up is Netflix. They're going to be keeping all of their current Netflix Marvel TV shows. There was a worry for a while that they wouldn't be able to keep them.
That was my next question. Like, that's not really news if it's like, oh, well, guess what? Disney's going to still keep Mickey Mouse. But I didn't know that there was a worry. What happened?
Oh, yeah, because Disney, they're starting their own streaming network service.
Really?
Yeah.
What are they calling it?
I don't know.
Mickflix.
Well, I would say Netflix would probably sue for a name like that, but with Disney, who knows?
I was about to say, Netflix raises the finger to sue, and then Disney just glances in their direction, and it's just like, oh, I'm sorry, my finger went limp.
Yeah.
I'm done. I had no question, teacher.
Yeah, so yeah, there was a worry for a while that Disney would get the rights to all these shows. But fortunately, no, Netflix is going to be keeping them. And I think it's mostly due to maybe like a lengthy legal battle will have to take place for that transaction to happen. Because I don't think that Netflix would willingly give up those properties, seeing that they do play a big part in, Netflix, in their viewership and all that.
Plus, let's face it, a lot of those shows not only involve Disney staff, but they also involve Netflix studios as well, So...
Yeah. Yeah, but another main reason, though, why Disney is, quote-unquote, letting Netflix keep these shows is because they're not really going to fit the tone of what they're going to show on their streaming service.
So. I can see it now. Your most recently watched, and you get stuff like The Lion King and Hercules and Incredibles, but then eventually you get Daredevil. It's like, oh,
Punisher, Jessica Jones, any of them.
Exactly, and it's just like, oh gosh, no,
yeah.
Censor.
Yeah, so that really just wouldn't fit the bill for what they're trying to do. So Fortunately, Netflix is keeping all of that, so that's great. I don't know about any future projects that they may have, if they're going to do anything in the future, like anything new, but they're definitely keeping everything.
Oh, you didn't hear? Actually, they're doing the same exact shows, just edited. So John Bernthal doesn't go around killing people. He just goes around and squirts everyone with a water gun.
Oh, and then everyone falls down, bleeding profusely.
Exactly. And Danny Rand doesn't kick people. He's a talk show host, and he talks to them about their problems.
Oh, shit. Next up, number 2, of course, this is about the Lobo movie. And the Lobo movie is one that I myself am looking forward to. Lobo, he's definitely an underrated character in the DC universe. And so I think that a kick-ass movie would definitely kick him off and get him on the right foot. The issue is, well, I'm not going to say the issue. This is news, not my opinion. Good job. Thank you. The thing of the matter is the Lobo movie will possibly be directed by Michael Bay. So take that as you will.
Okay. I'm gonna be straight. This is one of the moments when Q and I we have opposing opinions. I could care less if there's a Lobo movie. I don't know. I'm just not motivated for it. Now that Michael Bay is behind it, like curiosity itself screams at me. Like, okay, I can't not watch a superhero movie made by blow up and slow-mo guy.
Yes, people. But with that being said, don't be like Kevin. Be excited for a Lobo movie. We need this. Okay?
Please. Be whatever the hell you want to be.
No. Be excited for a Lobo movie. Don't be like Kevin.
All right, whatever you.
Next up, Joaquin Phoenix is in talks to play the Joker in the standalone movie. And so that could be
great.
Yeah,
Holy
it could
hell.
be. Of course, Joaquin Phoenix. He's an extremely talented actor. He's he's damn good. He's got range. I've never seen him play anything quite like this. But I'm not doubting the man at all. I think that he could definitely have the ability to pull it off.
I think he could do it.
Yeah.
I mean, I had to double check and make sure that is who I thought it was, and it very much was. You know. Yeah. No, I could kind of see it. Which story are they doing? They haven't announced.
No.
Oh, okay, never mind.
No.
Okay.
Yeah. And right now, it's just talks, so nothing's set in stone yet.
True.
But they're all talks.
What if all of a sudden they go with a younger cast role that no one saw coming,
They could, like Heath Ledger. No one saw that shit coming.
True.
Yeah.
But no, I was thinking more of like the Jesse Peterson relation, when there was talks of...
Jesse Eisenberg?
Thank you, Jesse Eisenberg. Who did I say?
Jesse Peterson.
That's my cousin, actually. That's his actual name. Shit. Hi, Jesse. I don't know if he listens, but you get the point. Yeah. No, Jesse Eisenberg relation, because it was like, oh, hey, we could get Bryan Cranston on this, and oh, hey, Jesse Eisenberg, what are you doing here? Yeah. It was kind of that surprise left field swing, whereas now I feel like, I don't know, like you said, talks.
Yeah. It is interesting, especially considering that he was almost Doctor Strange, but then he backed out.
Why did he? Do you know that?
Because he didn't want to commit himself to like multiple films playing the same role.
That's fair.
Yeah, he's one of those actors that really likes to kind of branch out and do different projects.
I mean, that's a perfectly valid reason too.
Right.
I mean, how long has Hugh Jackman been Wolverine? Come
17 years.
Like that's. Like, his career as Wolverine got a driver's license.
Right, that's unprecedented. That is unprecedented. People say, well, what about the Star Wars cast? They don't count because they weren't...
They went and did other stuff in between.
There were long gaps. Between, dude. Think about it. When did episode 6 come out? It had to have been, I don't know, mid 80s, late 80s?
Sure, yeah, okay.
I mean, it had to be damn near 30 years in between, though,
Think about how young Mark Hamill looked on camera then, and then next time we saw him, he had white and gray hairs. Come on.
Yeah. Next up, Willem Dafoe was considered for the Joker back in 1989 for the 1989 Batman movie. So that would have been interesting. That would have been pretty cool, I thought.
Yeah, no, that would have been super cool. That's like past news,
Yeah. Well, I think they brought it up finally because there's so many people who were clamoring about Willem Dafoe playing Joker.
Okay.
Like nowadays. And then
honestly,
they...
I could still see it. Like, I'd still be willing to put more money on that.
Oh yeah, I mean from Green Goblin to Joker, it could happen.
I mean, it definitely could. I mean, remember his role in Boondock Saints?
Yeah.
How he kind of like played that sane person, but then at the same time he had that weird side to him.
Oh yeah,
too. Yeah. He totally could flip flop this.
Oh, most definitely. I guess my only concern would be like, does she still have the energy to play such a role? Would be my question. Yeah.
I'll get him some pre-workout
Before every scene.
Every scene.
Yeah.
Excuse me, Willem. I'm sorry. It's me, the understudy here, quote unquote. Here's your pre-workout.
Yeah. Let's see. Next up, a War Machine movie was almost made. Do you know why it was canceled?
No, I didn't even know this. Yeah.
So the reason it was it says and you know I'm not gonna.
When do you mean almost made? Like almost made a few years ago? Almost made like they were going to do it and then said no? Or what?
It was in production maybe 2014.
Oh, okay. So this is again past. Okay, cool. All right. So yeah, what happened?
It was canceled after Iron Man 3. And
so they decided instead of a War Machine movie that we were going to get Iron Man 3.
No, it was canceled after Iron Man 3.
Oh, so in other words, Iron Man 3 flopped so badly that people were just like, no, we're not going to do this.
The article reads that this is not a jab at Iron Man 3.
It's a little bit of a jab at Iron Man 3.
I think they're trying to say that specifically the way that the story goes doesn't really lead into a War Machine movie. But
that's a matter of opinion.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
They definitely could have worked in Iron Man 3. They're creative enough. I'm sorry. They definitely could have worked War Machine into that. They're creative enough.
Yeah. I think so. I mean, it really would have filled in the gap. Maybe
they were just hiding behind Iron Patriot.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I think it would have been a good move, like especially if they could release it between Iron Man 3 and Age of Ultron, maybe answer some questions that are still unanswered.
Right, like they could have made the whole plot happen, and then in the subplot talk about why Iron Man still exists.
Right, maybe the end could be Tony getting back in the suit and explaining why that happens.
Exactly, like we deserve that, damn it.
Yeah. Next up, and this is something that we've kind of already known or been speculative, but it's been confirmed that Chris Hemsworth is done with the role of Thor.
Okay.
So there we have it. After Avengers 4 comes out next year, that'll be the last time that we see Chris Hemsworth as Thor.
Okay.
Yeah, it. I mean, to me that sucks because I do really enjoy him as Thor. There's just that one blight on his record for me, referring to Ragnarok. But
luckily that won't be his most recent. No. Instead, soon we'll have Infinity War, and that will be what makes it or takes it. Yeah,
right. Infinity War, then whatever they're gonna call Avengers 4. Yeah,
Avengers 4. Too much infinity.
What?
I'm sorry.
Infinity and Beyond.
It is a Disney movie.
It is a Disney movie. Yeah.
Buzz Lightyear just perked up. I'm relevant?
He's the one that beats Thanos.
Using his red light.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm blinded. Oh, shit.
My one weakness.
It's like, oh. Well. Tony, how come you didn't build one of those?
Oh man! Yeah. And last up for comic news, Ryan Coogler, the director for the Black Panther movie, he wanted to include Kraven the Hunter in the movie originally.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah, he was ambitious. So
I imagine these directors when they. I imagine something fun, personally, you know? Like, whenever they're in the writer's room and it's just like, okay, which villain are we going to use for this guy? So they have this big-ass bowl of paper slips, and each slip is a villain, right? Like Kraven the Hunter, Eric Killmonger, War Machine, whatever the hell you want to say. Just random villains. And then they just stick their hand in there and they pick one. It feels like he's the guy, good old Coogler, who just reached in and grabbed 4 things and said, nah, I want all these.
I want these.
All this.
Yeah.
It's like
now I guess to be fair, I don't know if
he reached in there like Chex Mix.
I don't know if he wanted to like include him in addition to all these others. If he wanted to take some of the other, I don't know if he came up with the other villains after he found out that he couldn't use Kraven.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think he maybe had in mind originally for my guess that probably Claw, Eric Killmonger, and Kraven
Claw
the
was
Hunter.
already established, so I could see him definitely.
But he found out though that of course he can't use that character because Kraven is still technically owned by Sony.
Cool.
So, yep. Yeah. That's the thing.
That's a thing.
That's the thing. Yeah.
That's going to be our news catchphrase. Hey, that's a thing.
And that's the thing.
And we play our news music outro.
Yeah, I feel like that sounds like something extremely corny from like the early 80s, you know?
Oh, man, we need to watch The Anchorman then and see what they do.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man.
All right, so let's jump into this, dude. It's 10 o'clock.
It is.
Let's
Are you ready for your comic news of the week, Kevin?
Oh, shit, I'm not ready. But I was ready to do Black Panther, but what's my comic question? Yeah. What shall I be quizzed upon this time?
Okay.
And guys, don't be afraid to comment on the Facebook page the answer that I know is going to be too late by the time you're listening to this to give to me.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yep.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, you got it. Yeah. Good job, Kevin.
It was a yes or no question. Okay.
No, I do have confidence in you this week. I think that you're going to get this one.
Well, last time you said that,
You weren't supposed to bring that up. Okay.
I'm going to knock on wood from over here.
Yeah.
Knock on that for me. You're closer. There you go.
Yeah. Okay. What was T'Challa's original superhero name going to be? Was it A, Cold Tiger, B, Lion Mane, C, Dark Liger, or D, the Jaguar?
You have confidence in me, but why do you think that's... No. What? You're the one who's been reading Black Panther out the shit lately. No, man. Read them again to me. Which ones?
Is it a crime to have confidence in my friend?
Oh, no, it's definitely not. I appreciate that. Thank you. Yes.
A, Cold Tiger.
Cold tiger? Like, you're not saying cold, like the temperature.
No, like what you would use to furnace a fire, or
Oh, coal.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so gotcha.
B, Lion Mane, C, Dark Liger, or D, the Jaguar.
And the C option is
Dark Liger.
Dark Liger.
Yep.
What the hell's a liger?
The liger is like a tiger and a lion fuse.
Okay, that's kind of cool. All right. I guess if you force a tiger and a lion to coexist.
Yeah, you never seen a liger?
Have you seen a liger?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
What? Okay, I'm gonna Google that real quick. What the hell? I want to see a
No,
liger.
answer the damn question, then you can Google the liger.
Okay. Why would he call himself a mix of those, though? That doesn't make sense according to what I know. Especially if he goes from a fusion animal, some hybrid offspring animal, to a panther. That doesn't make sense to me. So, no, I'm definitely not going to go with Jaguar either. That's too easy. So, where are A and B again?
Let's see.
Oh shit, there's a liger. It's on my screen. Wow, that's a big bastard. Those guys are big.
Yep.
Damn.
A is Cold Tiger, and B is Lion Mane.
Lion Bane.
Mane.
Like the back hair. Mane,
Right.
Okay. I thought you said Bane the third time the third time around. I'm that kid right now in the test room looking down at the sheet of paper. It's like, well, I know I didn't study for this. I haven't said C in a while. Oh, let's go with A.
Okay.
Cold Tiger.
Cold Tiger.
Yeah. Let's just say it. Let's see what happens.
Final answer.
No. I'm sorry, I meant yes, but no, I'm not confident in the answer.
You are correct.
What the shit? Oh my gosh! I had to throw my headphones off for that one.
Yeah, I should have too. I should have
Oh
too.
my gosh! Where are those drinks at? We're gonna drink them again and celebrate those ginger beers.
Oh,
Quite tasty, actually, people.
That is the correct answer. Cold Tiger was going to be his original name. Yeah.
Cool. Well, I'm really glad he went to Black Panther because that's a lot cooler, you know?
Yeah.
Like, Cold Tiger, I could just imagine now, like, they're sitting down with this big-ass tiger, and they're taking coal and just, like, rubbing it on his hair, trying to color him. Just imagining you like, shh, sit still, kitty. It's okay.
Yep. All right. So now
let's go into the Black Panther.
Let's go and get into this thing here.
Let's do it.
So, of course, Black Panther comes out next Thursday. Kevin and I will be there to see it.
Hell yeah. Great tickets and everything.
Oh, yeah.
What times are showing?
7.
7. Hell yeah.
Yep.
Good.
It's going to be good.
I'm glad we have an earlier showing because you know that afterwards we're also going to have our movie review podcast.
Oh, yeah. Directly following our viewing of Black Panther, we're going to come directly back here to the quote-unquote studio, and we're going to record our review podcast of Black Panther, starting off with the spoiler-free version. Then there's going to be a break.
And moving into
the spoiler-filled version.
Exactly. Filled with opinions, laughs, tears, and all kinds of good things.
Yep. Hopefully not too many tears. We're gonna fist fight. Like, what's gonna happen here?
What the shit? No. No, that just became violent. No, it's gonna be
you're
like
the one that said tears, and so I went
well,
to
what
blood.
What if we have like a moment in the movie so beautiful, so awe-striking? I'm sorry, that's a word now. I made that up.
Yep.
I was sitting there thinking for a second, but what if it's just that it's such an amazing moment in the movie where it's like I'm moved to tears? Give it the benefit of the doubt. There you go.
That could happen. I was thinking about tears here in the podcast, though.
Well, yeah, sharing and talking about it, and all of a sudden, oh my gosh, come on, man.
There's no tears allowed in here. But no.
Okay.
Yeah.
Either way, folks, that's what's going on Thursday. Yeah. Spoiler free, and then spoiler filled.
Yep. So starting this thing off here, what I kind of had in mind here, I really wanted to set the scene here for where we're at currently in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Yes. And
I'm holding up my camera lens, people.
Yeah. His hands. So I really wanted to talk about where we last saw Black Panther and kind of the supporting players that we've seen also, and then kind of talk about some of the new prominent characters we're going to get, and just kind of talk about this thing here and see.
For sure.
See what happens.
We know for a fact that our boy in the last cutscene that we saw of Civil War, we had our boy T'Challa chilling out with good old Steve Rogers.
Yep.
Who does not look like Captain America Snake yet, and Winter Soldier, who's being cryo-frozen again.
Yep.
And that's pretty much what I remember. What do you remember?
Yeah. So I went a little bit further back here.
Further back? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, pre-cut scene. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, what's up?
Yeah. So I want to talk about why we see him in the first place in Civil War. And the reason he's there is that he shows up to to America at a UN conference, and they're talking about the Sokovia Accords. And of course, that's the treaty that was signed by 117 nations, stating that the Avengers are no longer a private organization and that they can only function under the supervision of the United Nations. And so they had this whole big conference here, and this is when we first see King T'Chaka and his son Prince T'Challa.
Wait. Oh, there it is. Never mind. You answered my question already. Continue.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
All right. And so while they're there at the UN, when we first see Chadwick Boseman as T'Challa, there's an explosion that happens, and the explosion kills King T'Chaka, and this sends our boy T'Challa on kind of like on a blood rage. Like, he's infuriated he has like this calm kingly anger now about him, and he's extremely focused and determined to stop the culprit, who he believes is Bucky, who he believes is Winter Soldier. And so throughout the movie, when we see him here, his primary objective is to bring Bucky to justice, to bring justice for his father by stopping Bucky at any means necessary. And so we see a lot of him, well, not a lot, but the times that we see Black Panther throughout this movie, he's shown very prominently, and they do him a lot of justice here, I thought. I really enjoyed his overall portrayal in the movie. I really love the way that that Chadwick Boseman portrays him.
Chadwick does a great job.
Oh yeah,
the movie did a very, very just strong job overall on presenting this new character to us, this new entire superhero altogether,
right? And
in a movie already filled with superheroes.
Exactly, I was going to say it really gives a lot of credit to the Russos because, I mean, let's be honest, there's a lot of people in Civil War, and for them to bring in a new character. And to
kind
properly, to properly integrate him, and to give us kind of his origin on top of that was pretty, you know.
You know what they did? They sacrificed time and energy that they would have spent investing in the villain, and gave all that energy to the Black Panther and said, "Let's make him that much better."
Oh, it's give and take.
Hey, it's causation, man. You know, equal law of equivalence there.
Damn.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Oh, that's disheartening.
But you gotta be kind of grateful in the long run too. Sure, short run, we had this POS villain who shouldn't have existed in the first place, who just looked like an angry husband, and now we get T'Challa and his own awesome kick-ass movie.
That's true. That is very true. But yeah, all throughout the movie, man, like from the way that Chadwick plays this character to like the way that we see him move and fight. Everything was done really well, and I also really love like the last time that, well, not the last time, but one of the last times that we see him in Civil War is that he actually he finds out the plan that Helmut Zemo has established, and he finds out that it wasn't Bucky that did it, but it was Zemo, and Zemo is sitting.
I forget his name.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't see Zemo when I look at him. I just kind of forget who he is.
Yeah. It's
and that's not intentional.
No.
It's just, oh, that's right. You're that guy.
Yeah.
You stole the catchphrase.
Yeah. You know, funny side note here. I saw him in the new Cloverfield movie, and all I could think was Zemo.
You saw that?
I haven't finished it yet, but
I started watching it, and I finished it the other night. Finally, it's interesting.
Yeah.
It's very Rick and Morty. Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah.
How far into it are you?
I got about halfway through it.
Oh yeah, no, you got some links to go.
Yeah, I mean, shit got weird, but
shit gets weirder for sure.
Damn.
Yeah, it's like, so this is the kind of plot we're going for. That's cool.
Yeah,
calling Rick and Morty over here, they can help out.
Anyways, but back to the podcast though.
Yeah, let's back out of potential paradoxes.
Yeah. His name is Daniel Bruhl. That's the name of the actor who plays Zemo.
He's good.
He's a really good actor.
He was also in Inglourious Basterds.
Inglourious Basterds, yeah. He's a really good actor, but this just was not the role. Like, I understand that everybody wants to be in a Marvel movie, and I get it, but this was not the role to be.
Well, almost everybody. Our boy Phoenix didn't want to be.
That's true. He did not.
It's a coin toss.
Yeah, as Zemo is sitting outside on like the icy ground, looking down to the distance, he realizes that his plan is kind of, I guess, falling apart at this point. Black Panther is there, and he doesn't really explain this whole plan, but he does kind of give a brief synopsis of things, like how he lost his family and the war with Ultron. And he goes to off himself. Black Panther catches the bullet before it hits his head, and then goes there.
See, that's what I'm excited for. Yeah. I want to see someone whose superhero costume can catch a daggum bullet straight from the chamber.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ozymandias.
Oh, that's true. That makes almost no sense, too. They're like, I didn't know that'd work.
Well, he didn't catch it like that, first of all.
Yeah, but, in the comic, he kind of did catch the bullet by clapping his hands moment. Yeah.
He catches it with one hand, even in the graphic novel.
That's even stupider.
You're just jealous because you can't do it.
Well, of course, but I also don't want to be shot at. So
and also he actually had part of a bionic hand, because the first time he did it, he actually successfully did it, but it took off two of his fingers, so he has partially a bionic hand.
Okay, there we go. I don't have that either. Not that I also have a wish to be shot at. Like, please don't do that. Yeah.
But so anyway. T'Challa stops the bullet before our boy Zemo can successfully off himself, and he basically says there's been enough death today, and he realizes that his own pursuit of Bucky has been one of rage and hatred, and not one that has been thought of with a steady head. And
he saw a lot of parallelism going on there.
Yeah.
Indeed.
And then, of course, like you said earlier, The last time we see him is when he's in Wakanda along with Steve, and Bucky's going back into the cryo chamber to be frozen, and he's still armorless at this point. Bucky, going into the cryo chamber, and Steve goes, people are gonna come after him, right? And of course, Black Panther says, well, let them come. And then we get that cool shot of Wakanda, and we see the giant Panther totem there, which is badass. And just from what we see in Wakanda in that little clip at the end of Civil War, looked gorgeous. So
we basically saw the inside of the building and then fog. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we come outside of the building. We see the outside of the building.
Well, I mean, that's what we saw. Out. We saw that totem, and then mostly fog is what I remember. Yeah,
I remember seeing like a few landscapes as they're panning out, and then the lush background, and then fog.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, if you remember, then hell yeah. Yep. I don't. Mm-hmm. But let's talk about the new movie. Let's move to present and future.
Yeah, so that's where they leave us at here, as far as Black Panther goes. And I honestly didn't think about this until now, but I guess let me go ahead and ask you this off the bat before I forget. But does Steve just stay there in Wakanda?
Sure. I would. Are you kidding me? The most technologically advanced civilization, hidden,
That's true.
Hell yeah, I'd stay with him. Like, dude, can I just rent here? Would you even care? Do you take US dollars?
Right. I was just wondering because it was I thought about it, because of course in the trailers we see for Infinity War,
somebody get this man a shield.
Yeah. Like he's still he either is still in Wakanda or he goes back to Wakanda.
Right.
But
I don't know. What else would he be doing? Like, I wouldn't be surprised if he shows up at all in the movie. Like, I wouldn't be surprised at all if he or Sebastian Stan showed up in the movie.
I was going to ask you, one of them. Yeah. Because I was wondering, could we possibly see Steve Rogers show up? Because if he's still there, then why wouldn't he be there for all the conflict?
Maybe not for the main plot at all, because this is definitely Black Panther's movie and it needs to shine forth as that. And we'll talk about that in detail in a minute. But I think at the same time, it's definitely almost expected for him or Sebastian Winter Soldier to show up in cutscene or something.
Yeah, I was thinking
my money's on that.
Yeah. I was thinking maybe we see one of them post credit. But as far as if Steve is still in Wakanda, though, to me it makes no sense as to why he wouldn't be in
also
the movie.
True.
Like plot wise.
Right. Yeah. I just don't want it to detract at all from the awesomeness that this movie has potentially.
Agreed. Yeah. That was just a question I had in my mind.
Yeah. No, it's a fair one, you know? Yeah. I mean, is he just chilling in the bunk bed, just playing catch with himself?
Looks outside the window. Oh man, Eric Killmonger's really messing up shit. Oh well.
Oh man, is that the White Gorilla Clan? What's going on there, man? Yeah.
Oh, I thought they were a band. Okay, whatever. So now I kind of want to talk about just some of the key players we're going to see in the movie here. That I want to start off with the ones that we already know.
Sure.
And of course, the first one that comes to mind is
what do you want to talk about, buddy?
Is Ulysses Claw.
Yeah. See, okay. I was thinking about him privately. Yeah. Just okay. Well, let's strategize how the hell they're going to get away with so many villains in one movie and still come out with a good quality story and not something crammed and forced down our freaking throats. I think of the three villains, he's going to be playing the weakest role, to be honest.
Really?
Yeah. Okay. And I do not mean that as an insult, because let's compare him real quick. Let's take the liberty and do so. One villain is Eric Killmonger, the equal to Black Panther in a cool gold Jaguar suit. Yeah. In this purpose, we're going to call it gold. And then we also got another guy, help me pronounce his name. M'Baku, thank you. Yep. And you got him, who's the freaking second best warrior in all dadgum Wakanda. Gorilla or not, okay? Whatever the hell you want to call it. Yeah. Claw being subpar to these other two is not at all declassifying him. Someone has to be the worst of those three.
That's true. Unfortunately, the way that I see things going is I see M'Baku being the throwaway villain, and in my mind, I see Claw. I mean, because I don't think you get Andy Serkis to be the third leg.
Yeah.
And plus, like in the trailers, there's parts where we see him and Eric together, almost like they're working together. Oddly enough.
In that case, I don't know.
Yeah, we just don't see a whole lot of man ape in the movie.
I don't see all.
in the trailer.
Yeah, that's true. I don't see. I see Michael B. Jordan playing the main villain, like the biggest baddie. I see that.
I see that too.
And this might be me pulling from other movies of the past because history and writing does repeat itself.
Right.
I think one of them is going to be a conflicted villain. I think one of them is going to be against Black Panther, but I don't see all the villains teaming together. I don't see this being a really impromptu evil grouping against him. I see them being a Mexican standoff. Mm-hmm. You know, I see it being like, okay, I want him to go down, but I want him to go down too. I see one of them being forced into that third person position. You know, that's my guess. That's what I'm thinking. Final answer.
Yeah, that's a good guess. That's a good thought. I don't know. I just have it ingrained in my brain that M'Baku is going to be a threat.
Good rhyme.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Ingrained in the membrane. No.
Oh my gosh. I'm going home. You're the one making bad puns. For now, I'll make one. You'll see.
Oh, I don't doubt it.
Indeed.
Yep. We got time.
We
But no, I think that M'Baku is gonna be a threat that's dealt with in like the first quarter of the movie, and
really?
then then I think we're gonna move on. Yeah.
Okay.
That's just my thought. Because I mean, you know, I do for these things. Like I look up all the interviews, and then like he just hasn't gotten a lot of pressure or anything.
And that's true. Marvel does throw away their villains.
Yeah.
I mean, what happened to Crossbones?
Yeah, because about Crossbones.
Awesome story leading up to him, and then he falls in a mud pit and dies. You know, that's what happens on his hike up. He goes up this awesome trail of awesome storytelling and leading into, and it's just like, oh shit, you got a good name behind him and everything. You got freaking Frank backing this guy up.
Yeah.
And, you threw him away in 10 minutes.
Yeah.
He's gone. You pieces of shits.
Very true. Yeah.
So that's true. I mean, they could throw away M'Baku, which I'd be pissed off if they did.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. That and not to ruin anything for you and the listeners here, because I've only read and seen spoiler-free things about the movie.
Sure. No, I've still only seen one trailer myself. You know, I've mistakenly followed Cable. I almost called him Cable. Caleb, yeah. Would you take that as a compliment, being compared to Cable?
I don't know. Having a techno-organic virus that eats away at your body and you have to use your superpower to hold yourself together? Maybe.
I don't know. Yeah, that's a good point. When you put it like that, damn it. Either way, my bad, Caleb. What I'm saying, though, is no, I've only seen one trailer. So what have you seen? Tell us.
Oh, I've seen everything except for the movie.
Okay. You don't say.
Oh yeah. But no, like even in like all of the spoiler-free reviews that I've seen and stuff, poor M'Baku is not even mentioned.
Yeah,
so,
no.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like, and when I was looking up like the names for the cast and all that,
that's how you learned M'Baku's in the movie.
Well, no, I know he was in the movie from the first trailer because we see him in the trailer.
Oh, okay.
But like under the credits, like they have the actor's name there, but they don't even have who he's playing. And I'm like, that guy is definitely M'Baku, but
interesting.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
That's a iffy sign.
Yeah,
right.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
But it just has me worried. Like 2 villains, I'm confident that any superhero movie can pull it off.
Right.
Any more than that, I'm worried. You know?
Right. And this movie definitely is going to be a standalone in the MCU for a lot of reasons.
Oh yeah.
But before that, I thought of a fun question.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember in the early 2000s, maybe late 90s, that you know how fast food chains would get on the kids' meal toys for certain movies, right?
Yeah.
And then their commercials for their food, right, would also be based on the movie. And it'd be like a sub-trailer for this new movie that no one's seen yet. Mm-hmm. You remember those days?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, when you'd get like mini trailers, call them. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember all those. I remember those toys like potentially spoiling movies.
Basically, yeah. Just like you go to McDonald's and you pick up the toy for the Black Panther villain and you're like, M'Baku, what? Yeah. Oh, there's a sword that comes in and out of him.
Do they still do that?
No, I don't think they do.
I
don't know. I'm gonna make fun of my boss here for a little bit, but my boss at GNC, she likes to get the kids' meals every now and then, you know, and not for herself, to be honest. She'll get herself a meal, but then one for her kid. And then it's like, oh well, what's a toy in the mill this time? And she'll pull it out and she'll see. I don't know. It was this weird looking, like it looked like a weird mix between like the Pac-Man ghost meet like some Barbie doll type thing. Like you could put little faces in it and like customize it, like a potato head. That's a better comparison. Yeah, like a potato head meets Pac-Man ghost, and that was the toy. And it's like, what the hell is this?
Hot damn!
Where's my Scooby-Doo?
We really need to get back on topic here. I did not expect us to talk about Mr. Potato Head on the Black Panther preview podcast. So
You're welcome.
Bringing this thing back in. We're originally talking about Ulysses Claw. We got way off.
But we talked about M'Baku a lot too.
We did.
So okay,
yeah.
Well, tell me about our boy Claw.
Yeah. So according to in the movie verse, in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, he isn't really a physicist that we know of. He's more just an international arms dealer.
Right. He played the smuggler.
Yeah. He's an arms dealer and smuggler. He stole a shitload of vibranium, and we find that out in Age of Ultron. That's when we see him for the first time.
Right.
And he's selling it to Ultron, so Ultron can use it to build, I guess, like his Ultron bots.
I was about to say his final chassis or something.
Yeah. And Ultron gives him billions of dollars in like just a blink of an eye, and
wired. You're done.
Yeah, you're done.
Which is cool.
Yeah. And as the transaction is finalizing and all that, they have a few words, and then Claw says, you really do remind me a lot of. You really are like Tony Stark, and that pisses Ultron off.
Yeah.
And off with his left arm.
Yeah. F that arm, dude.
Yeah. Yeah. And so that's how he loses it here in the movie.
Which was cleverly done on Marvel's part.
Yeah.
It tells us the backstory of this villain without wasting time to tell his backstory.
Yeah. It was interesting because they gave us all that before any sign of T'Challa or anything.
Right.
Yeah.
True.
And it was just kind of like a way to. By the way, there's this guy.
Yeah. Well done, Marvel. Slow clap.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Yeah, that was done pretty well. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie though. This is one of the times when I do prefer the comic origin versus what they did in the movies, though.
What's the comic origin?
So he was in Wakanda for like the second or third time trying to get this down vibranium.
Sure.
And in the process, he ends up killing T'Chaka. He's the one that kills T'Chaka. Not
you're right. That is more impactful already.
Yeah, and a younger T'Challa uses a device to cripple his left arm. So that's kind of how it happens there. I like that a lot more than Ultron getting pissed because he has daddy issues. Yeah, but that's pretty much the last time that we've seen him, because like as soon as that happens, the Avengers show up to raid the base, and Claw, he escapes like out of a back room. He gets out of there.
And basically, I'm trying to remember, Ultron cut his left arm off with like a laser thing, right?
Yeah, something like that.
So it basically instantly cauterized his wound like a lightsaber.
Pretty much, yeah.
So that's
kind of probably hurt a lot more, I'd imagine.
Oh, no, I'd imagine it hurt the weight. Both would hurt.
I guess you're right. I
wouldn't want to be cut by either, bro.
No, that's true.
I just called you bro.
You did.
Yeah, bro. Showing some of them Californian roots, bro.
Yeah. But yeah, so that's the last time that we see him in Age of Ultron, and now we're going to see him again here. Of course, in the trailer, we see that he's a captive of Everett Ross. And he's played by Martin Freeman, who we see in Civil War.
Yep.
And first of all, I thought it was really cool that they took this pretty innocuous, unknown character who honestly doesn't play that big of a role, and they bring him into the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
But then Martin is actually a pretty good powerhouse actor himself.
Oh, yeah.
He's done some pretty good mixed stuff. Not just comedy or going on an adventure.
Yeah.
So.
He's all around another really solid, great actor.
Right.
Yeah, but we do have the Lord of the Rings gang here. Between Andy Serkis
my gosh.
and Martin Freeman.
And then we just finished using Hela, so
Oh shit. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And Scourge, he was in it too.
Oh my gosh. Watch Infinity Wars.
We're gonna need Viggo Mortensen and then what was lost his name? Orlando Bloom. We're
Exactly.
gonna need
Yeah. Watch, the guy who played Aragorn is gonna be Adam.
Yeah. Viggo
Adam
Mortensen.
Warlock.
Yeah. Maybe if he was 10 years younger. Yeah. But anyways.
Yeah. Good point.
Yeah. So in the comics, Everett Ross, he's like an emissary. He works for the U.S. Department of some vague department, obviously. But he works
U.S.
as like
Department of Departments.
Yeah. That sounds like the most boring job ever.
Sounds redundant.
Yeah. But his job is basically to usher in foreign diplomats on American soil, make sure that they're safe and that they're comfortable. That's his role in the comics. Here's a little bit different though, and his title is also a whole hell of a lot longer here.
Oh, read it.
He is the Deputy Task Force Commander of the Joint Counterterrorism Center. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Anagram that. Or acronym it. I'm sorry. Make an anagram for me and then present it to me in 2 hours. That's your homework.
All right, Professor Kevin. I didn't know this was a thing.
It is.
But yeah, but I will say it again just so I can more fully understand
Let's try to make an acronym.
Yeah.
So okay. In fact, give me a second. Don't say shit yet. I didn't bring a pen.
Me either.
I got a marker right there. Yeah. We could do that. I don't know. Okay.
He's the Deputy Task Force Commander of the Joint Counterterrorism Center.
T. So the JTT. He works for the JTT. The Joint. No, you said the Joint Counterterrorism Center.
Yeah,
so
Joint
JCTC.
Yeah, but he's the Deputy Task Force Commander of the Joint Counterterrorism. Yeah, that's his title.
Yeah, like Nick Fury's the Director of S.H.I.E.L.D. They don't say the D S.H.I.E.L.D. Yeah. So he would be...
Yeah, but I was referring to his title. He has a long title.
No, he's got a long-ass title. Yeah. You're right. I was
No.
trying to see like which company he worked for, but that didn't help out at all. The JCTC is just like, okay.
Yeah.
Meh.
Yeah, no.
Meh.
But
there's no vowels in there.
He reports directly to Thaddeus Ross, of course, General Ross. And of course, we see him. It's been years, but we see him again in Civil War, and that's who he reports directly to. Once T'Challa captures Zemo, he brings Zemo to Everett in the movies, and Everett is the one that kind of makes the arrest and all that.
In the movies?
Well, they don't show it, but he's the one who is given control of Zemo.
Okay.
So yeah, he's brought back to Everett. In the comics, Everett and T'Challa, they have an interesting relationship, and it looks like they're really going to explore that here in the movies. Just because
potentially, I think that they're mostly going to focus on the dramatic power of his arch nemesis here. I'm sorry, I don't mean to label it as such. I was really going for more like his exact opposite, his good antigen.
Yeah.
The whole Black Panther versus Gold Jaguar. I think that's going to be more war.
I mean, of course, that's going to be the main thing, but
Right.
Everett's in the movie for a reason.
Oh no, of course.
Yeah,
I'm glad he is. Give a good actor more space to breathe.
Yeah. I think that he's really gonna wonder more about the secrets of Wakanda, because that's kind of the thing they play with and toy around with in the comics. The few times that I've seen them in it, anyway.
Oh, okay. You think they're gonna pull that?
Yeah, so like, and not as a bad guy or anything, but just
no, just a curious dude. Like, hey, what's this hidden nation?
Right. Yeah.
In the middle of like Africa.
Yeah. But yeah, so it's good to see Martin Freeman. He's going to be in this movie as well. And in the trailers, I've seen interaction with him and Andy Serkis' character Claw. Claw's kind of giving him the 411 on Wakanda and his secrets and things like that.
Cool.
Oh yeah.
This is magical place. Like, no, I can't sound magical. Yeah, that doesn't sound right.
Yeah, magical. I think of Aladdin.
I know, right? The Cave of Wonders.
Yeah. In one of the TV spots, though, he does refer to Wakanda as like an El Dorado. He goes, but it's not in South Africa. I mean, not in South America. It's in Africa. Yeah. So I thought that was a pretty good comparison, it being this hidden place of wonders. Next up, let's talk about the Dora Milaje. Yeah, the Dora Milaje. They're a group of badass women who they work as like the secret task, the secret or the task force for Wakanda, and specifically as T'Challa's bodyguard. And I'm like, that is badass. Like I would love to have, you know, a group of female kick-ass
female fatalities.
Yeah. Oh yeah, all around me.
I was about to say, in this case, we're probably going to be seeing. Which one was in Civil War? Okoye?
Yeah, Okoye.
Okoye,
yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. We're gonna see. Actually, we see Ayo. She's in Civil War. We see her there.
Wait, both of them or one of them? I think I only saw one in Civil War.
Yeah, Ayo. She was the one in Civil War.
Right. Okay.
Okoye. She's gonna be played by Michonne from Walking Dead.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Oh, please don't give her a samurai sword. Oh gosh, guys, just let her have something else finally.
Yeah. No.
She walks around leading like.
No, stop it.
Two jaguars on chains.
Dana Guerrero is her actual name.
Right. Yeah. I remember that from the credits when I used to watch that show.
Right. Yeah. And she'd be playing Okoye, like the head of the Dora Milaje, and like of course Ayo. She's being played by Florence Kosumba. I think that's how I pronounce her last name. But we see her in Civil War a little bit. Okay. There's a brief moment with T'Challa. He's getting to a car, and there's some Dora Milaje agents, and the one that actually has like a presence is Ayo. And let's see, Aneka. She's going to be in it too. Who was Aneka playing? I don't know. I didn't write it down, but Aneka is in it too. But you know, I don't know. I don't personally know all the members of the Dora Milaje, but like the four that I do know are actually the four that are going to be in the movie. Right. So that's pretty badass.
And then I remember reading a little bit that Nakia is one of them as well.
Yeah.
Nakia. Thank you. Yeah. A lot of the pronunciations just guesswork for me. Like I'll take a shot in the dark. Right. And it's like, well,
so you gotta understand, like the only reason that I say these things with so much confidence is because I read them and then my brain just goes, yeah, sure, that's how it's pronounced.
Right. Yeah, you're reading them. Yeah. So that's why I'm guessing Nakia, and you're saying, how do you pronounce it? Nakia. Yeah. And it's like, well, one of us is right.
Well, yeah, maybe.
Sure. She says it in the movie, and we're both like, oh.
We were both way off the mark.
Wow, we didn't say that shit right at all. There's a letter I forgot.
Yeah.
But no, that'd be super cool.
Yeah, her character is interesting because she actually forms like a romantic relationship with T'Challa.
Ooh.
Yeah. It's not really unrequited, but it is almost a one-way thing. Like T'Challa has like some feelings for it, but he never really acts on any of those, while she, on the other hand, really wants more.
Do you think we'll eventually see, because of this whole fusion of companies and characters and rights and blah, 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 blah.
Storm?
Yeah, that's exactly what I was leading up to. Yeah. Do you think we'll eventually see, somewhere down the line, in Black Panther 3 or whatever, Storm coming in and Black Panther being like, hello.
Yeah.
Goddess of weather, please, can we talk for a minute?
Yeah. So, it's interesting. Ryan Coogler, he was asked about that.
Okay.
And his response was something along the lines of, it'd be great for it to happen, but right now I'm really just focusing on the characters that I can use.
That's a perfectly safe and neutral answer to give. Like, okay, thanks, bruh.
Right. But I guess what else can he say? You know what I mean?
Oh, no, that was... If I was in his shoes, that's what I would want to say, too. You know?
Like, I love to, but, right now... Yeah.
As a fan, I'm going to say, I want that. Mm-hmm. As a person actually in charge under the thumb of these people, I'm going to say, I'm not allowed to say anything.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. And what's even more messed up, and this is just me at this point kind of speculating a little bit, but I don't think I'm too far off. So Black Panther and Storm, of course, we know that they were married at one point in the comics. They got married back in 2006, right at like the cusp of the Civil War. Like
Wakandan wedding bells.
Yeah.
They're made from vibranium.
And but they got divorced in 2012.
Yeah,
and a lot of people think that was done because Marvel wanted to separate the two, seeing that Marvel Studios at this point they knew they were going to make a Black Panther movie, and they want to focus on the characters that they can use, and that they didn't want people to speculate just that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, one, too late, still happened. Two, I wonder if that means in 2019, all of a sudden the comic writers are going to put them back together.
Yeah. Oh, look, they're getting back together again.
What do you know? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Well, shit.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, who knows? Like, I would love to see that happen. I think most people love to see that happen.
Oh yeah, I mean, it would definitely add a cool new angle for a future movie. I mean,
to see those two together in the same movie, like
that too. But also, let's think about ability wise. You know, we got these superhuman people
that's
who
what
are
I meant,
so good, like, you know, physically, and then you got her who's like, okay, I'm going to shoot a lightning bolt at your ass. You know.
Yeah,
that's what I can do.
Right.
Yeah. Just completely altering the fight styles. It'd be really cool to watch that.
Yeah. Well, you know, it's interesting. Like, well, as far as like Black Panther reading goes, first and foremost, before I get to my point here, I definitely recommend all you guys read Christopher Priest's run on Black Panther first. He has a lengthy run on Black Panther, and it's all good. It's all really, really good, actually. To me, I think he's the best Black Panther writer, Christopher Priest. So anything you see of him in Black Panther, get it. Read it.
Christopher Priest, please send us free books.
Yes. Yeah. And Ta-Nehisi Coates, he's a newer writer for Black Panther. I've been reading through his stuff as of lately. He's good, not as good. No disrespect to the man.
Yeah.
To Ta-Nehisi.
I can't ask him for free books now.
No, I mean it's not bad at all. He's a really good writer. This is his first time writing a comic book ever, and in volume 1, it really you can really tell, at least in the first half. But then after that, it's like, okay, I see what he's doing now, and it's actually really, really good. But my point was that in these newer Black Panther graphic novels written by Coates, is that he actually reintegrated Storm into the Black Panther story. And so it's kind of interesting to see how that's going to play out. I mean, I don't know if he's allowed for anything romantic to happen again, like on a serious level, but you know, we'll see. I mean, if it does, then maybe that leads to other things in the future, you know?
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, the Dora Milaje, man, back to them, they're a really solid group of badasses. And from what I've seen and heard, they're going to play a really strong and prominent part in the movie. So I'm looking forward to that.
What is the title of them again?
Dora, Dora.
Okay, I'm going to try to define that. Dora.
Yeah. Milaje. Malije.
First thing that popped up was Dora Milaje costume. That's interesting. Okay, definitions aren't coming up. Oh, it does actually have a pronunciation guide.
Oh.
So, Dora Milaje. So you do the SH instead of the J sound. Yeah, so Dora Milaje. Yeah. Okay.
I've been calling it J.
Yeah, no, I've read that and said the same thing mentally. Yeah, so, yeah. Cool. But no, it doesn't have like a definition of, oh, that's what this cool word means, you know? Because sometimes I know writers do that on purpose, where it's like, oh.
All right, well, it does have a meaning, something about light, but I forget exactly. I may have just made that part up too. But there is a meaning out there somewhere for it.
Sure.
Yeah. But yeah, Nakia, or Nakia, or however you kind of pronounce her name. She
it's not Nokia.
Yeah, it's not the phone. She may be durable like the phone though, because she is really tough, and she does develop romantic feelings for.
Good relation.
Thank you. Yeah, she does develop romantic feelings for Black Panther. I remember though in the comics, I think once again this is on Christopher Priest run actually, where T'Challa, he comes back from the States with a girlfriend named Monica. At this point, she becomes his ex-girlfriend, but. Nakia tries to kill her anyway. T'Challa finds out, and it's like, okay, you're out of the group. You're excommunicated, and she's disbanded. And long story short, she eventually becomes a villain named Malice. So, yeah.
Okay, yeah, I was about to crack the joke that, oh, that's a subplot that happened in between these movies, but no, it can't happen now.
No.
Now that you did the whole Malice thing.
Yeah. But interestingly enough, though, she's made a villain, and she begins to work for Eric Killmonger.
Oh, my.
Yeah. So, I mean, you know, who knows?
She has a type.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh shit! I kicked the table. But I mean, who knows? Like maybe they could honestly change up the story a little bit and have that be a thing for something in the future. You know?
Sure. I mean, it's in their liberty to do so.
Yeah. I mean, the way I look at it, they got so many damn Black Panther villains in this one. You're gonna need some more for the future. So why not set up for one now?
Okay.
Yeah. Next up, I want to talk about someone that was pretty interesting doing my research as far as the movie version of this character.
Okay.
King T'Chaka, he's returning for Black Panther.
Good.
Yeah.
So that must mean there's going to be a flashback.
That's what I'm thinking too.
Exactly.
Or they could be visiting Necropolis. What's up?
He comes out and starts talking about how T'Challa is the one true king. No,
in reference to
Lion King.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
that's what I was thinking.
That's just what I imagine there. Just like you are the one true king. ... of Wakanda.
Yep. Yeah, that just happened.
That made me happy.
That was your bad pun. You remember earlier we said that you were going to make another one.
That wasn't even a pun. That was on such a low level. That wouldn't even call it a pun. That was like a bad throwback. There it is. Yeah. Don't worry. More will come.
That's right.
Talking to you, listener. Yeah. Punnery. Yeah. But yes,
like I was saying, he could come back in, either a flashback or a necropolis, which is the city of the dead. That's like the outskirts.
Do you think they would involve that in this plot? I could see it a little bit.
I think they could.
I think there's a chance.
Yeah. I mean, I think I can honestly see it because if he goes there to see the burial site of his dad, because all the former Black Panthers are buried there. Yeah, I mean, it's a possibility.
I see also a strong possibility that T'Chaka is going to play a heavy role in like what's hopefully going to be the well done and short origin telling of how Black Panther came to be. Explaining the country and the hero, the protector of the... I can imagine him being part of a flashback for that too.
Yeah, could be.
Or maybe both.
Yeah, maybe both.
You know? My money's on flashback.
Right.
A necropolis, maybe that'd be kind of cool. I don't want to see zombie T'Chaka though. I don't know how that...
it'd be an astral form. Not
okay,
physical.
so it's not like literally necromancy or something.
No.
Okay, good. Okay. No. Astral form I'll take, because then at least he'll be ghost him and not zombie him. Yeah.
But now, what's interesting though is that T'Chaka, he's played by John Connie, and I was looking at the cast here, and there's two actors playing T'Chaka. The other actor playing T'Chaka is a much younger man named Atandwa Connie, and Atandwa is the son of John Connie. So they're getting like a younger version. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. That's so cool. Wait. How do you spell the name again? Let me look it up.
John and then Kani.
John Connie.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
And then you said his son
is also playing King T'Chaka.
What's his son?
Atan.
Upcoming movie. He's going to be in Lion King, ironically. Oh my gosh. Atandwa. Oh yeah, it popped up. Yeah. Oh gosh, I can see it. Holy crap. That's awesome.
Yeah, so father and son are both going to play the same. Yeah.
That's actually kind of so cool.
That is, I
can never imagine playing in the same movie the same person that my dad is playing.
Yeah.
In that case, that screams flashback, dude.
Oh, yeah.
It really does.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
At least a flashback, if not prominent, a short one.
Right. Yeah. I can see that.
Yeah.
But, I thought that was pretty freaking cool that they did that,
Very much so, yeah. Go Marvel, using your casting powers for good. Right. Now this is going to be like their family movie almost.
Yeah. Oh, man. Let's talk about Eric Killmonger.
Oh, let's do. I'm excited for Michael B. Jordan. I really want this to be good for him, dude.
Yeah. Well, from what all the critics and people who've seen it are saying,
that's true.
He steals the show almost. Well, actually, I've heard that.
Really?
I've heard people say he does it, and I've heard people say that Andy Serkis does it.
Interesting.
Yeah, but I think I've heard more people saying that Michael B. Jordan steals it.
Okay. Now, the only reviews I've seen, because I'm not reading shit, I don't want to spoil anything for me. I want to go in neutral and fresh and just ready, I have, however, seen numbers, the the fractional rating system, like so much out of 10, so much out of 100.
I try not to pay any of that any attention.
Well, that's the thing. Those are the ones where it's like I know I can look at these and it won't give anything away.
Yeah,
and it will be like okay, so this has been liked by so much, so. Oh, these people didn't like it or whatever. But I know if it's across the board, then it's like, okay, maybe I have time to, not to refund my ticket, but just prepare more mentally for this. In this case, a lot of them look great. Yeah, IMDb was the only one that's like 6.6 out of 10, which is like, what? But that was the lowest one. Everyone else was like 8 or 9 out of 10.
Right.
Yeah.
Like once again, I don't pay any of those anymore. I prefer to hear and see words so I can understand why they may feel a certain way without being spoiled. But those numbers, like
even then, those people sometimes, if they have poor people writing, poor writers writing.
Yeah.
Damn. Shit. That was about to be a horrible statement.
It was. Yeah.
But if they have poor writers, people who don't know how to write spoiler free, doing these reviews, then all of a sudden they could give away critical details. And then overthinkers like me over here are just going to be like, well, that means that this and this and this is probably going to happen in the movie. And then, oh, shit.
Yeah. I think we never had anything like that happen.
Well, I'm an overthinker. See, that's my issue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like,
this is how I prepare with my issue.
Yeah. But my thing is that even with those numbers, though, because there's so many movies out there that got me hyped up, and then because the numbers, and then I'm let down because those numbers were fucking wrong.
Right.
Or the other way around. So I don't even.
That's true. That's the thing. Like the most recent Fantastic Four, no one gave it good numbers. No one. Yeah. Like it was the only movie. I know people have heard about this, and it's a goddamn 2 out of 100. With Rotten Tomatoes, which is like, whoa, you set a whole cool new record for crap.
I think it's easy to recognize a shitty movie like that versus one that's maybe a little bit better. But I mean, like Iron Man 3, it got pretty good reviews. Though there's been a couple of Star Wars movies that's
why you gotta look at different. I know, right? Yeah. That's true. We will not bring that up. We want listeners, not haters. That's a new catchphrase, but. No, that's why I look at them across the board. Like, I don't look at just the big names like Rotten Tomatoes or IMDb or whatever. Right. I go across.
See, then you look across the board and you get different numbers, and then it doesn't mean anything anymore. So it's like, what's the point?
Well, you look at the general consensus. If there's a general consensus of 8 to 7 or so, then you know it's going to be a pretty worthwhile movie. If you get a general consensus of shit, then it's going to be a pretty bad movie, And that's not always true. You're correct, Sometimes it's like, okay, they gave this a lot of crap, but wow, did I enjoy that movie?
Right.
Yeah,
and see, like,
there's a couple of titles like that.
And the reason why it's different with us when we review movies because we state exactly why things are or...
You and I, we're good at that. We flesh the shit out of it, and we say that demands applause, whereas that, we demand an answer as to why you did that. Dadgummit, and we proclaim proudly.
Right. Absolutely. Anyway, so back to Eric Killmonger.
We're so bad at getting on topics
especially tonight. I don't know what's happening. Played by Michael B. Jordan. So Eric Killmonger, he was born Nutajaka was his birth name.
Wait, say that again, but faster.
Yeah. Nutajaka.
Nutajaka. That's kind of fun. Nutajaka. I have to say it when I'm not smiling. Okay.
Yep. And you talked about there being at least one villain that we can relate to or have some sympathy for. He's it. Okay. At least according to the comic origin, and I'm sure that they're not going to go too far off the mark here with the movie origin either.
Okay, yeah.
I mean,
what's the comic origin?
Well, the comic origin is that his father was forced by Claude to help him mine the vibranium.
Okay,
and as a result, King T'Chaka exiled him as father. His father was killed. And so it was Nutajaka and the rest of his family that was exiled. Okay. He goes to New York, Harlem to be precise. Changes his name to Eric Killmonger. He becomes an extremely brilliant man. He has multiple PhDs.
Okay.
Yeah, he established himself. He built himself up. But all the while, he has a great, deep, and intense hatred for Claw and T'Challa's family.
What about the country of Wakanda itself? What's his relation with it? I mean, are we looking at a dude who's coming in for domination or destruction? Is what I'm asking.
Yeah, so that's the thing. Like, eventually he gets contacted by T'Challa, long after his father's dead, and it's like, look, I don't see a reason why you need to be exiled. You had nothing to do with this. So you can come back to Wakanda. We're welcoming you with open arms, man. And
okay.
And Eric,
and this is a comic still.
Yeah.
Okay.
Eric comes back and he puts on the mask that he's happy to be there, and he's so thankful to T'Challa and that they can put the nasty past behind them and all this and that. But the problem is that at this time T'Challa, or Black Panther, he's traveling and doing a lot of stuff with the Avengers, so he's gone a lot. Eric Killmonger knows this, and so he stages a coup basically to overthrow T'Challa, to take the throne from him, and to become what he thinks should be the rightful ruler is himself. Not only does he want to just take control though of Wakanda and wrestle that position from Black Panther, but he wants to get rid of a lot of the outside influences that he sees. He wants to do away with a lot of shit and kind of make it what in his vision Wakanda should and could be.
What kind of outside influences?
White influence. He doesn't. You forced my hand, Kevin. I was trying to beat around the bush.
No, let's force the damn hand, man. Let's be real. You know, rip that Band-Aid off. Damn it. Tell your white friend about the white. But no, trying to go back on subject before we veer off too hard.
No.
Okay, that's interesting. So he basically is.
He thinks that Wakanda's gotten away from really their roots and from really what they should be.
I could kind of see that angle being played. I see it being less intense in certain parts, but I'm not sure if they're going to play the he was raised in Harlem practically card. That could be fun and cool.
Right. Well, like I said, I've seen a lot of trailer TV spots, and I won't say anything other than this. It is going to be a little tweaked.
Okay, cool. Yeah. That's appreciative then. Yeah. I do, however, and I don't know, it always fascinates me, and I've said this in so many words in the past, here and in our conversations.
Right.
But it always fascinates me when a good villain has their pivoting point. And that's the title of what I'm calling my little monologue here. Because every villain that is worthwhile, that is well done in fiction, has always had a relatable backstory of some kind. They've had some type of tragedy that we can relate to, that we can sympathize with. Magneto, Mr. Glass, all kinds of great ones in the past.
Dr. Doom,
Dr. Daggum Doom, yeah. But then, ever so suddenly, when they decide that something has to be done about it, that's when their pivoting point happens. When they say, oh, humanity treated me like less than human for all my life. Now, pivoting point, I have to get rid of all of them and make it a mutant world only. Or, oh, I'm, in Mr. Glass's case, I'm, this super sensitive person. There has to be someone opposite of me out there. What can I do to find them so I can find purpose for my life?
Right.
Which is great and, awesome, and everyone deserves that. And then, pivoting point, guess I have to kill hundreds of people to find Mr. Invincible out there.
Yeah.
And that's always what fascinates me. What is that mental breaking point? What is that last strain that's broken to say, oh, well, I was wrongly evicted from my home country here, thus forced to live in a harder life where I succeeded, and then I was given a welcoming hand to come back, but then now, pivoting point, I want to rule this place.
Yeah.
It's mine. Even though I'm not sure you said this or not, his family was not royalty in this monarchy system, correct? No, he was just probably a prominent businessman of sorts, him and his father, his family, but not royalty. So it's like the pivoting point was literally, I'm gonna rule this place. Yeah, Wakanda's gonna be mine. Right, like that's what fascinates me. Where is that? You know?
Yeah, and that's a really good question, because, and I look forward to seeing how they're gonna play this out in the movie, because Eric Killmonger, to me, he has such a fascinating backstory that to me it'd be a crime to just completely rip that out and change it.
Right, and you said they're gonna be tweaking it, so it's like
yeah. I mean, But as far as like, you know,
we're due for a good Marvel villain, damn it.
Yeah, I mean, of course, like everyone's saying that he's going to be the one, that he's the new Loki. As far as like his prominence and like his aura.
Well, I would trust Michael B. Jordan to carry that.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh yeah, he's a fantastic actor.
Oh yeah, I mean,
yeah.
I loved Creed.
Oh yeah,
Heaven knows how much I loved Creed.
Yeah.
Damn it, yeah,
that was a damn good movie.
Damn good movie.
Yeah,
I still have the soundtrack.
Oh yeah.
In fact, I bootlegged it off of you.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Oh, the Black Panther soundtrack is dope too.
I saw that.
Yeah.
Kendrick Lamar was in charge of a lot of it. Yeah, I listened to some of it. I gotta finish it though. Yeah.
I do expect a lot out of Eric Killmonger in this movie. One thing that did have me a little concerned, even from the very first trailer, is this golden jaguar suit.
Really?
Oh yeah, just because I've never seen this golden jaguar thing.
You know, I kind of saw it in the only trailer I've seen. I don't recall it much, to be honest.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
It's just because like it's a suit that rivals that of Black Panther. At least that's what it looks like.
It even looks like a golden panther, essentially.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you know, of course, the golden jaguar, he's not a thing in the comics.
Okay, really?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
cool.
Yeah, this is made specifically for the movie. That's why, like, after I saw the first trailer, I started questioning myself, like, maybe I don't look Black Panther the way I thought I did. I started Googling stuff like Eric Killmonger new costume, like whatever I could find.
Right.
And then it's like, Google's like, oh, you must mean this. Golden Jaguar is nothing but movie pictures. It was just made for the movie.
So there was never a comic drawn golden panther, golden
Jaguar.
Thank
No.
you.
Yeah.
I got stuck on Panther.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I'm willing to go that route until we see where they take it. You know.
Yeah.
I'd love to see that.
Right.
Yeah.
Me too. I just, you know, I don't feel like we've seen enough of like the imposter syndrome villain. You know what I mean?
Think so? Well, have we seen enough of that in the MCU? You know,
I think we've seen most of it in the MCU.
Really?
Between Iron Man and Iron Monger. I mean, I loved it, but I mean, it kind of fits the bill.
True. No, it does fit the bill. That's an example. That's like first movie example.
Yeah. Then
and Black Panther is the
18th.
Yeah.
18th,
right. So what else in between there?
We've had, of course, Abomination and Hulk.
Okay. Check.
Yep, that's another one. I mean, even my favorite MCU movie, it draws bases.
Oh, yeah. Captain America, Winter Soldier. Yeah, okay.
The only one that hasn't had one like that really is Thor. He hasn't had like and his I think would potentially be the coolest, you know.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. Yeah.
If he had an imposter villain.
Trying to think of another one.
Yeah.
Well, Guardians, they haven't.
No, there hasn't been like an evil team of Guardians.
I know, right? Yeah. Evil Drax, who's actually like the most mellow and chill character.
Yeah, he understands what you mean exactly well. Yeah,
he's like, nah, I get that, man. It's cool. Yeah. Metaphor.
Right. Well, no, what is cool though is that they could visit the negative zone, which has like the evil versions of everybody. So
that's true. Which means that there would be a good Thanos in that version, right? I don't know. I'm just being a theorist now.
That's good. I'm trying because I don't remember seeing Thanos in the Cancerverse, but he could be.
Wait, what's it called?
Cancerverse.
The Cancerverse.
Yeah.
Like Cancer Verse.
Yeah.
All one word. Mm-hmm. That's a horrible name. All right. What are we going to?
We were talking about Eric Killmonger and about the Golden Jaguar suit. You know, man, like I have a lot of faith in this movie. Not just because I need this to be a good movie, because I really do need this to be a good movie.
Right.
But also just because just everything else I've seen, I don't have any reason to think that this is going to be a negative connotation. You know, I mean, like, don't get me wrong, I am scratching my head as to why they wanted to go the route. You know, because someone went out of the way to say, let's give them a suit like the Black Panthers.
Well, you know? I mean, that's definitely different. And you're right; it's something that we've seen before. You know, but this movie does at the same time carry a lot of new stuff on his shoulders. Yeah. You know, that's something I'm excited about. Like 3 daggum villains that you're putting in this plot.
Yeah. And what superhero movie has ever successfully done 3 villains? successful.
Well, let's think back. Let's make it easy for ourselves here, Q,
Yeah.
and think about which movie have done successful 2 villain plots.
Okay, we can go back to 1990 or 91, Batman Returns.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, that one did it well. Penguin and Catwoman.
Yeah.
And then we can skip all the Batman movies.
I was about to say, the Riddler and Two-Face did not go well.
No, then we move up to 2005 and we get it again with good villains in Batman Begins.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did it.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of another one.
Let's see. Every single movie in the Dark Knight trilogy technically did it.
Iron Man 3 didn't do it.
Iron Man 3 did. Iron Man 3 flopped with both.
I was about to say First Avenger, Captain America,
America?
but I'm not sure that counts because you got Red Skull,
Yeah.
and then
Who
the
else?
Computer Bastard, but that wasn't
Zola.
Computer Bastard yet.
I don't count him yet. He was just an underling. So
Exactly.
I
Yeah,
don't
he
count
was
that.
just nerdy push around.
Right.
So never mind.
Thor. Well, technically in Thor you have the Destroyer and Loki.
But the Destroyer was more like a lackey.
Yeah.
Like, here, let me
Yeah.
use my giant chess piece towards you, but I'm the guy moving it.
The Ice Giants though.
Okay.
Yeah. But remember we said the Ice Giants were the weak part of the movie.
Right, they were.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they weren't really a villain. They were people with a different plot. Yeah. Yeah. So, okay. Yeah, it's...
Yeah.
I mean, and think how hard it would be to think of anyone that did it with 3.
I mean,
Like,
the
what
only one that
hell?
comes to mind, of course, is Spider-Man 3.
Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh. And that's my reaction. You can see,
Yeah.
Batman Forever. They did 3. And
I'm trying to even remember what that. Oh, okay, I do remember that one now. Yeah,
Mr. Freeze, Poison Ivy, and Bane. Like,
that was shitty. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I mean, so maybe Black Panther's going to turn it around and give us,
maybe.
yeah. And for those of you who don't know, the 3 villains we're referring to, of course, is Eric Killmonger, Ulysses Claw, and M'Baku the Man Ape.
Yep.
Those 3 characters are definitely going to be in the movie. As far as like to what complete capacity, we can guess, but obviously we still don't completely know.
We got no ideas.
Yeah. But
I'm willing to give it a chance.
Oh yeah, me too. I mean, I'm definitely not writing it off.
Oh yeah, no. Yeah, no one should be. No.
But yeah, I think it's still gonna come out to be a really good movie. I think it's definitely gonna be, I think, the best movie that has 3 villains. That's not hard to beat.
That's a short bar. He's running track, and he literally has to hop with 1 foot to get over that bar. Like, I made it to theaters. I did it.
Yeah. I mean, it already is tracking to have the biggest opening, I think, what is it? I forget the direct wording of it, but it's going to have a big-ass opening.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Close to 100 million opening night is what they're saying.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
opening weekend. Yeah.
Well, I mean, shoot, we're already there.
Yeah.
Wait, are we part of that fraction, you think?
We are.
Because we're Thursday night. I mean,
Yeah,
our city...
that's part of the opening.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was about to say, our city is we're quite lucky with it, and they do like a the night before opening night, which is really cool. You know? We go up in there Thursday nights.
Yeah.
Which means we still have work Friday morning where we're just like zombieing around.
Yeah.
Especially since we're podcasting right after.
Right.
All right.
Let's talk about Shuri. So, Shuri, she's of course the youngest sibling of T'Challa. They're half siblings, so she's his half sister. And
Do they share dads?
yeah, they have the same father, different mothers.
Okay.
And quick side note: Ramonda, that's T'Challa's stepmother, Shuri's biological mom. She's been played by Angela Bassett, who was a top tier actress.
Yeah, she's really good. Yeah. I know her most from a lot of her appearances in American Horror Story.
Oh,
Yeah, she did a lot of good stuff there. She was just very flexible. Oh, who do you want me to play this time? You got it.
Yeah, she's a great actress. But Shuri's been played by Letitia Wright, and from what I've seen in the trailer, like I think that she's nailing it because Shuri really is like this. You can tell that she's still a little young at heart, but she still takes everything as serious as she can. Not quite as serious as her older brother T'Challa,
Or Drax. Okay, so
but yeah, she's the first and so far the only female Black Panther.
cool.
Yeah.
Whoa.
So yeah, she definitely takes up that mantle. and does a really good job with it, especially when T'Challa's away or when T'Challa gets temporarily exiled.
Now, I don't expect any. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw a lead into that. I would be very surprised if we saw any sign of that immediate.
The very most that I would expect to see would be like an Iron Man 1 when Rhodey looks at the Iron Man suit and goes, "I'll be back for you." Like something cute like that. Something like that I can see.
Or maybe she kicks some ass and then T'Challa, he looks over and kind of gives an annoying look like, okay.
Yeah.
I see something cool here.
Yeah.
And then proceeds on the plot.
Right. Yeah.
That does bring up another concern I have. So let's table the 3 villain thing, because we're not done with that.
Yeah. No.
Maybe for the podcast we are. We won't be done with it until we see the movie, damn it.
Right.
But this movie in general sounds like it's going to have a lot of characters all together, Not that, movies haven't succeeded with lots of characters on the belt in the past, but this movie with the threat of the 3 villains teaming with all these other characters, it's going to be a lot. It feels like they learned something from Civil War.
Maybe so, yeah. Because Civil War, for the most part, managed that really well.
Yeah, it did.
Guardians 1 did it really well. So, yeah, I think it could.
Infinity War is going to have to do it the best.
Oh, Infinity War, I do not envy the Russos at all.
No.
Like, good luck managing that roster.
Their living room right now, they got all the mapping for the movie out, just like, whenever they were still planning it, they're just like, all right, no, wait, we have to put these up in here somewhere. Oh, no, forget that. They're under the kitchen table.
Like I don't know who all the story writers are, but I mean, them and the Russos, I'm sure are all just, were flipping out trying to put this whole thing together.
Right.
I don't envy that at all. But yeah, for Black Panther, I think that they can do it just because, like you said, Marvel's done it before.
Oh yeah, very much so. I'm excited to see where they go with it.
Yeah. I think it can be really fun. But yeah, I think that Shuri's going to be really good. She seems really fun in the movie, so I'm expecting good things from her here too. And just back to the whole thing about this movie having a lot of cast, I think that can work to its benefit, because that means that there probably won't be very few scenes that we don't see characters that aren't interesting. So
that's true.
Yeah, and. Yep, and so last on my list, we actually kind of talked about this guy a lot already, M'Baku, aka Man-Ape. Yeah, he's played by Winston Duke, and once again, I was looking him up on the IMDb page, and it does not show him playing M'Baku. It just has there's nothing there. Yeah.
Well, maybe because the movie hasn't come out yet, technically.
But they show it for every other character in the IMDb page.
Maybe in that case, he's that important to the plot where they don't want to put him up yet.
Marvel does a lot of things good. As far as keeping things a secret, they do not. They superhero movies in general like to give away everything in the trailers.
Here's a question: is he in charge of his own IMDb page? Does he have any say in the matter? Is what I'm asking, because I'm sure IMDb holds like 80% of the power there. But is he like one person who's able to call in or something and say, "Hey, bro, don't post that.
Yeah, don't post me as M'Baku in this blockbuster movie.
Wait until this day to do it." I know what you were just saying there with your sarcastic
Yes,
tone.
I was. Yes,
jackass. No, but I mean, I don't know, man. I'm suggesting things because you're right. Why wouldn't you want that?
Yeah,
especially on a huge hit movie like this.
Right.
But. We'll see.
I don't know. It could just be an overlook on IMDb's page. Like who is he playing? He's playing someone important. We'll get back to it.
That person needs to get better at their job.
Right.
They need to tighten their ship.
It's sad because it's so obvious that Winston Duke is playing Man-Ape. For one thing, I recognize him from the trailer as Man-Ape. And secondly, you click on this page, and then it brings up like pictures of Man-Ape.
Yeah.
And then I look at his stats, and the guy is 6'4".
Holy crap!
Yeah, he's a big guy. Is he in the trailer?
He's on the poster. Yeah, he's on the poster. Yeah,
cool.
I mean, I see him. He's a
big guy.
He's a big mofo.
Yeah.
I see a lot of them on here. Yeah, I even see Martin Freeman on here.
Yeah, Martin Freeman's on there. Yeah. But yeah, so M'Baku, he's like you say, he's the second strongest warrior in Wakanda, second only to, of course, T'Challa. And yeah, so this guy, he has a similar motive to kill Grave, but their reasonings are way different.
I was about to say, is he pro or anti Wakanda?
Well, I mean, he loves his nation, but doesn't like the direction it's going.
Okay, so in other words, he's pro Wakanda and anti political leaders of Wakanda. In other words, T'Challa, go screw yourself is his position.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. He wants to, because he doesn't like all those technological advances. He wants to kind of restore it. He wants to bring it back to like is more down to earth days.
Okay, so in other words, he doesn't like all this vibranium going on and whatnot. Oh,
yeah, well,
interesting.
he doesn't like all the technological lures and wonders.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. He thinks that there's.
Does he use vibranium at all? You think? Or I wonder. I see that being a contradiction.
or maybe he just wants to use it for himself. But his claim has always been he doesn't like. Yeah. But yeah, of course, he lost to T'Challa for the battle to become, Black Panther. He lost that fight, didn't win it, and
which I kind of hope we see that.
Yeah,
maybe in one of those flashbacks.
Something.
That'd be fun.
Oh yeah. And then of course he's already angry because he doesn't like the state of Wakanda. And now the son of King T'Chaka is going to be Black Panther. Well, that's not going to help matters any. So he leaves and he resurrects this dead cult group known as the White Gorilla Cult. Is a banned group. You can't form this group in Wakanda. But he done gone and did it. He plundum, daggum, done gone did it.
I haven't heard that forever. Oh man, which android was that?
That was
14?
Yeah,
was
14.
It? Yeah, the Hodunk.
Yep. Dragon Ball Z Team 4-star reference, people.
Yeah. Go you guys.
Yeah, but so he what he does, he goes out, he kills a rare white gorilla. And then he bathes in his blood and eats its flesh.
No, you're losing me. Cool. No. Oh no, I'm lost. Nope, I'm gone. I take it out. So what else does he do? This creep.
Well, this gives him mystical powers. It gives him super strength, super endurance.
6'4" wasn't enough.
It wasn't enough.
The power to kill a gorilla wasn't enough.
Right, yeah.
Like what?
That wasn't enough. Yeah, he becomes super enhanced. And then he kind of wears the gorilla's skin. It's like his armor. Yeah.
This dude's super weird. Like, I can kind of see why he doesn't want the character posted on his page. Like, I was not pro
gorilla killing. Yeah. But see, what's hilarious, and I hope I'm not spoiling anything, because this is all just from the comics here, what I'm telling you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you for that lead-in.
Yeah. But what's hilarious, though, is his... I do remember his first demise. Of course, he's not dead, but so he comes back as now the man-ape, M'Baku the man-ape. And he comes back and he battles T'Challa, and they battle for the throne, for the right to rule Wakanda. Okay. And he does eventually end up cheating. He gets the upper hand on Black Panther, knocks him out, and he ties him to the giant Black Panther totem, the Panther statue.
Okay.
And the giant ass Panther statue, and he's going to lift the entire thing on his side and throw it so that it lands directly on T'Challa.
So in other words, the Panther killed Panther.
Yeah.
Sure. Okay. I get this.
Because he wants to kill the Panther God and Panther altogether. Okay. And so he's lifting up the giant Panther totem, and the damn thing crumbles and falls on top of himself.
That's just. In Black Panther, he gets out of the ropes and he just looks down and goes, well, that was a freebie.
Yep. Someone rebuild this damn statue. Yeah.
Well, luckily they did in time for the movie.
That's right. Yep.
Yeah. Let's hope that doesn't, distract from what happened.
Yeah, but if it does happen in the movie, that would make me really happy.
That made me upset, because now I'm going to be sitting right there beside you eating that big ass tub of popcorn that I always get. Yeah. So it's like, damn it, Q, do I know what's about to happen? Did you spoil this moment for me?
Well, don't be too upset. That means I spoil it for all the homies listening.
Oh, true.
But yeah, this is just me. Once again, this is just me guessing here as to what could happen.
We've made a lot of guesses tonight, and hopefully none of them were spoiling for you guys.
Yeah.
So what's up? What's next?
So that's pretty much all the characters I want to talk about here. And then really next, all I want to talk about was kind of like the things that we can expect to see. Okay. You know what I mean? Things that maybe would be cool to see.
Right.
One thing that I personally think, and I don't know how it could be done, but I think there's a strong possibility. We're missing one stone. We're missing one of the Infinity Gems, the Soul Gem. Yeah. True. It could be Adam Warlock that brings it into play in Avengers 4. That could be a possibility. He could wake up at the end of Avengers 3 and then...
Yeah, but then we don't really get to see... I don't know. Strategically speaking, it would be cool for them to do something different to show us the stone. Like, show us the stone in the moment of what it can do and then be like, oh shit, yeah, that's a powerful rock.
Right.
But at the same time, it would also be understanding for this stone to be backing up the nation of Wakanda. Yeah. Like, for them to, in this MCU, to have this idea that, oh, the stone helped us build this advanced world.
Well, I think that it could potentially be in Acropolis. I think it could be in the City of the Dead. Yeah, okay. I think because the Black Panther goes there to commune with the previous Black Panthers who have died and passed on to gain their knowledge and their intellect. And I think that could be fueled by the Soul Gem.
Actually, you know what? That makes a lot of sense. I can see that. I wonder...
It make for a good reason as to why we know in the Infinity War trailer Wakanda's being invaded. Maybe Thanos is sending one of his armies there.
Okay.
For the stone.
Yeah, you sold me, man. That makes sense. Cool.
Yeah.
I like it. Yeah.
Yeah. No, just a theory of mine. Another theory I had that's not quite as strong.
What's up?
It's because we know that that so far this rumor does hold true. The rumor that the Stones technically spell out the name Thanos.
Right.
Tesseract for T, H we don't know yet. A for the ether.
Sure.
N for the necklace, which that one's kind of weak in my opinion.
Well, that's a weak one.
Yeah.
That's desperate. That's reaching.
O for the orb and S for... Which one was the S? I forget what that was.
You gonna say I was about to say spirit, actually, but that doesn't make... No, it's not even a gem. Space.
Yeah. The name with the scepter. Scepter for S.
Yeah, that's... the
right.
Yeah.
But now, as far as what the H could be, my only thought was Black Panther gets his power... Well, he gets... His base power from eating of the heart-shaped herb. It's a vibranium-infused plant that gives the person that eats it super, like, almost Captain America, super soldier-esque powers.
Right, it's a serum plant.
Yeah, basically, yeah. But it also gives him, like,
So this heart herb you're talking about is going to be the H of thing. Okay. Yeah. But then that means that they're changing the lore a little bit to where this herb is powered by the Soul
Infinity Stone instead of
essentially. Okay. Yeah. I'm still willing to put my hat in the ring for that one a little bit.
Yeah. It's just me spitballing, trying to think about where this last one could be.
If it turns true, then hell yeah, I'm very impressed. If it's not true, then I'm curious to see which direction they go.
Yeah.
For sure.
But other than that,
good thinking.
Thank you. Other than that, I'm not really sure where else that damn thing could be. Like, it's got to be one of those three places. Either it's in Adam Warlock's head, it's in the Acropolis, or it's the heart-shaped herb. Like, that's all I got.
H, head.
Adam's
head.
Yeah.
Counter theory.
Shit. Bro, what are some things you're expecting to see from this movie? What do you want to see?
I'm changing out words here. I'm gonna subtract expect and replace it with hope. What I hope to see. Also, yes, I want to see a talented balancing act. If this movie didn't already have so much of that on their shoulders with all the characters and the villainy going on here, I also want to see this movie is in the prime time right now with where we are at as a people.
Yeah.
It's also coming forth at a time when storytelling is at its best. This is the golden age of television still, you know?
Right.
And that applies to these movies a lot of the times. But what I want to see here too is a balancing act. I want to see a great story. And I want that to be something quality and real and good, like we've got so few times in the past.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I also want it to be a cool statement of sorts, you know?
I agree.
Yeah, I mean, this is an awesome time when we're not going to have, you know, freaking Robert Downey Jr. or, you know, daggum Chris Evans, I almost forgot his name for a second, or other Chris Hemsworth backing up a movie. I want this to be a powerful time when they trust the movie to a really talented black actor, you know? I want it to be so good in that case. I want it to make a powerful statement there and tell us a great story. I don't want it to do it one way more than the other.
Yeah.
Because in that case, I feel like you're losing some of the dramatic impact that this movie itself could have on tons of people. Because this could be a very influential movie.
Absolutely.
You know?
Yeah, I understand what
this
you're saying.
This could be way bigger than just a comic book movie.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
It could be an event. You know
exactly.
what I mean? Yeah.
Yes, thank you. And I want it to be something so successful like that, you know?
Right.
I don't want it to become a weird movement at the same time, thus sacrificing some of the story ability over here.
You don't want it to sell out as comic book roots to sell a message.
Exactly. Yes, thank you. Like, I don't want it to
you
be
want it
preachy.
to balance. You want it to balance that act of addressing, you know, real world, you know, issues and matters, but at the same time tell us this comic book story.
Thank you. Yes, I wanted to talk about that because I know that I'm not the only one that's had that thought. I know I'm not. You know, I couldn't have been really.
No, I agree wholeheartedly with what you're saying. Yeah,
that has to happen.
Right, they've got to nail that, and I think that Ryan Coogler is good enough director to do it. You know, we talked about Creed earlier. He directed Creed. And, you know, that movie did a good job of, you know, of balancing old versus new. I think that it could do with this movie as well, balancing those issues versus comic books. What'd you have?
I was just thinking, man. I don't know. You told me about Ryan Coogler?
Yeah.
Coogler, thank you. Funny name. You told me that he also directed Creed, and I just imagined if Sylvester Stallone wasn't already in the MCU in a whole different universe, then he would have somehow been involved in this movie.
Well, now this is the third movie that Ryan Coogler's directed that has Michael B. Jordan in it. So,
what was the other one?
Fruitvale Station. It's based on it's a really good movie. It's really sad, based on a true story.
Okay.
Listeners,
I can deal with sad.
Yeah, go check it out if you want to be bummed out.
And what's it called?
Fruitvale Station.
Fruitvale Station.
Yeah, Fruitvale.
Fruitvale.
Yeah, Fruitvale
like there's
Station.
a veil made of fruit.
Yeah, VALE. Fruit. I think it's spelled that way. Fruit, then VALE Station.
Okay.
Yeah. That was an early movie. It came out before Creed. But yeah, to my knowledge, this was the first time that Michael B. Jordan and Ryan Coogler worked together.
Oh, I've seen this movie poster before. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, really good movie. Like I said, really sad, really good though.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm hoping that they also can manage that balancing act, like you said.
Right. Yeah.
Because they definitely need to. They need to, you know, because they can't ignore one and they can't overlook the other.
Right.
You know?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, come on, don't play it safe. You know.
Yeah.
Use the power that you have.
Right. Well, you know, the thing I'm afraid of, because I don't want to bash any other movie or bring this into place, but the latest Star Wars movie tried that. You know, they tried to address, you know, but it felt
an equal race thing. Is that what you're leading to, or
well,
which one?
Well, but it was when they were like the giant casino world, and it's like an animal rights thing. It was like a
like it fought the idea of the oppression of oppression in general,
and it was also like a you know, almost like an anti big business deal as well. And you know, like I understand your,
which I think
your
is
message.
funny coming from Disney, but whatever. Whatever.
Yeah. It's not that I'm not mad at the message. I was frustrated at the execution because it was shoehorned. You know, it didn't feel like it belonged.
Yeah.
And I hope that Black Panther,
and that's what it comes to. The execution needs to be done well.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't force that thing in there. That's what she said.
No, damn it. I saw you thinking it. I saw it. I heard it, and I was just like, no, don't you dare, you dadgum son of a... Oh, he said it.
Jeez. What's that you always say? I'm not even mad at that. I'm happy.
That's going to be a t-shirt for me eventually. I'm not even mad at that.
Yep. Oh, jeez. Oh,
Hot
man. Is there anything else you got on this movie before we wrap up?
This has been hella fun, dude, you know? And honestly, I've been kind of, I don't know. I'm really looking forward to watching this movie. And I'm super excited for what's about to happen with it. But after talking about everything that this movie has and everything that this movie has on its plate, on a cultural level, on a storytelling level, on a please be a damn good movie level, I'm a little nervous for it too, man.
Yeah,
I'm super excited, but I'm just like an anxious.
Right.
Yeah.
And you know, the other thing that has me nervous about it, on top of all that, is that this is the final stop before Infinity War.
That's true.
You know, like,
we're getting 2 big movies in this year.
Yeah.
And this is going to be the lead into that one.
Right, yeah. You know, I'm also afraid that I'm setting my expectations way high, because if you guys go back and listen to the top 5 favorite heroes podcast, Black Panther's number 3 on my list. Like, out of all the heroes in the world, he's my 3rd favorite.
Yeah.
That's really high up there. And you know, I don't want to subconsciously set this bar too high, you know, but at the same time, I'm really
too late.
It may be too late, but at the same time, like, I'm already prepping myself subconsciously, and I keep trying to fight it, but I keep telling myself this is going to replace Winter Soldier.
We'll go through mental exercises beforehand, okay? Yeah. I'll come over and we'll just sit there and think, you best be fair. You best be, say it with me. You best be fair.
Don't you dare.
No. That was clever.
Yep.
But, actually, no, that could still work. You best be fair. Don't you dare. Expect too much. No, you're right, though. We need to go in watching it with a good, open mindset, saying, okay, what's your story?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Now, at the same time, I'm hoping that this, you know, becomes my new favorite Marvel movie.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I need to prepare myself if it doesn't, you know?
Exactly, yeah. Because in that case, you're just going to create enmity, dude. And, you know, you're going to have this great Black Panther relation, you and all these Black Panther comics you've been digesting lately.
Yeah.
And then the movie's just going to be the dirty stain on all that.
Yeah.
You know? So, you're right. Let's not have the expectation. Let's not create enmity for our own self to carry around. Let's actually sit here and say, hey, let's be a movie.
Right. Well, you know, another balancing act that Ryan Coogler has to do. That's a third.
What's the other one?
There's a third plate he has to balance.
Okay.
So of course he has to tell.
Oh no, this is the 4th in my count.
Oh shit.
Yeah, because he's got too many villains.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, this is the 4th plate.
I'm sorry, too many is a negative way of saying. He's got three, a lot.
Yeah.
He's got a lot.
Yeah.
And then a lot of characters being second, and third being, you know, good storytelling versus your powerful cultural act, you know,
yeah.
So what's the 4th?
This does kind of go with the powerful cultural act statement. Okay. But I guess just more to add on to that though is that this is going to be this is basically, it's going to be a superhero movie that like a lot of Black people are going to go see.
Exactly.
And
I'm kind of wondering,
they're not. I mean, like as a whole, man, like. Black nerds, like since Donald Glover, we've taken off, but
shout out to you, buddy.
Yeah, but we're
ready for that next album.
Yeah, I mean, there's more of us than there's ever been, but we're still few and far between.
Yeah.
So, like a lot of Black viewers though won't be well versed on Black Panther, who he is, and I don't want Ryan Coogler to feel like he has to water things down for his audience.
I see what you're doing. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like you know, don't.
I'm hoping that's you showing symptoms of my overthinking problem.
Maybe.
Honestly, I'm hoping that's what that is, because we'll see. We'll just have to wait and see.
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, like.
But I did have that thought, if I can confess that. Like, I did imagine to myself, like, oh, this is going to be a fun movie. I'm going to be sitting there watching it with Q. And then I started thinking further along down the lines, because I overthink shit. I always do. And then I started thinking, like, man, How many white people are actually going to be there opening night?
And you might be the only one. You might.
I'll sit there and be like, I'm ready for the shit. Yes, indeed. I'll still be ready to watch the movie. I don't care who's around
I need you to do me a favor. If you are the only white person in the theater that night,
don't ask me to say something I can't say.
Come
now.
on, Kevin.
No,
listen. Hear me out.
Q, I want to live, bruh. Okay?
I need you to do this for me. I need you. If this is the case,
okay,
and you're the only one in there, I need you to every time Andy Serkis or Martin Freeman does something, I need you to applaud and I need you to clap.
Yeah, Martin, that's a white guy. Yeah, he's British. He's super white.
Yeah, I need you to be like, yeah, Claw, fuck him up. I need you.
Everyone, I can literally imagine all the angry faces turning around, like, "What the you say? What'd you say?"
Well, it's like that time Peter Griffin from Family Guy accidentally interrupted like a Black Pride march, I think.
Oh, gosh.
And then you would just see Peter running down the street, and then a mob of people chasing him.
That would be me.
Yes, I'll be part of the mob, even though I technically started it.
You'd be on the front, like, "Yeah, let's get him. Let's get him." Good luck, Kevin. You're gonna need it.
Yeah, Kevin, take a left.
It's like, Q, I think that's a dead end, bro.
Oh shit! But we're gonna go ahead and wrap this thing up here.
This has been extremely fun.
This has been a lot of fun, man. And once again, I am trying to manage my expectations, but I do still think that this is going to be a great Marvel movie. I think that this could still be potentially the best Marvel movie of the year.
Yeah,
and it could be similar to last year, where we get our best movie early on in the year.
I'll be sure to ask you that Thursday night.
Yeah.
Technically Friday morning, 12 o'clock-ish, I'm sure.
Yeah.
No, we got an early viewing, 7 o'clock.
This is, I think, going to be one of the longer Marvel movies, so I'm thinking maybe 2 hours, 15 minutes.
How long is the movie?
Maybe that. I don't know.
Okay, I'll have to look it up, but
yeah.
I'll be careful, because I don't want to look it up and accidentally read something.
Read the entire plot synopsis.
2 hours, 45 minutes, when all of a sudden T'Challa, oh, no.
Yeah. 2 hours and 45, damn. That's longer than Christopher Nolan.
That's true, yeah.
No.
That's touching on... Is that touching on Lord of the Ring time?
Yeah, it is.
That's touching on Lord of the Ring time.
Yeah, that's like almost like standard Watchmen time. Yeah.
Shit.
Like not the deluxe version.
Right, The standard, like you said.
Yeah.
Okay.
But guys, so that's our Black Panther preview. We hope that maybe if you guys wanted to learn more about Black Panther, then hopefully this podcast really filled in some of the blanks for you going into the theater.
For sure, because if you overheard the rumor that there are going to be 3 villains, that could be daunting. Mm-hmm. Hopefully we did bring out the difference in the 3 and whatnot for you. Yeah,
with all these characters and moving pieces that I'm sure is going to be in the movie, then hopefully you'll be able to be more comfortable addressing some of these people here and recognizing some of these. And so hopefully this help you prepare for the movie.
So wait. Andy's the one white guy, right?
There's 2 of them.
No, I'm joking. I'm talking about the villains. Yeah.
Oh, jeez. Yeah. But all right, guys, we're gonna go ahead we're gonna close up shop here, guys. And once again, we'll see you guys. Let's be honest, it's gonna be Friday morning before this thing gets posted, probably before the Black Panther review gets posted. That is.
Also, yes.
Yeah, and
just take off work Thursday and Friday.
Well, shit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try my best to take off Friday, but guys. So we'll see you guys Friday when we post our Black Panther review podcast, and let you guys know what we think of it. Once again, the first half will be spoiler free, and then the second half of the podcast will be spoiler filled.
At this point, I feel like we've done enough of these that if you haven't caught on to that yet, good luck.
Well, this is for all of our new listeners as well.
True. To our new listeners out there, welcome to the program.
Oh yeah,
and thank you for listening.
Oh, thank you guys for listening. So as always, if you guys have any kind of questions, comments, gifts, threats, food supplies, or luggage, or artifacts, hit us up at superherohomies@gmail.com.
Artifacts? What?
Artifacts, yep.
Oh, artifacts. Yep. Oh, I thought you said autofacts. Like, what the hell's an autofact?
It's like a Carfax.
But, okay, auto like automobile?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
See, that's boring. I just imagine the fact that auto corrected itself all the time. Like, no, I'm true.
Yep. And you can also hit us up on our Facebook page, Superhero Homies. If you like what you hear, then please give us a positive review on iTunes. That really helps us out. And as always, guys, I'm Quentin.
I'm Kevin.
See you guys next time.